Most SUVs are built to survive a warranty, but these 5 were built to survive the world. Today's video exposes the 5 SUVs that manufacturers call indestructible, but the real story is far more shocking. These are the machines that hit the million-mile club, the SUVs mechanics fight to buy for themselves, and the ones owners refuse to sell even after a decade. But here's the twist. One of these models is something you would never expect. So if you want to protect your money, avoid a future disaster, and finally know which SUVs truly last a lifetime, don't blink, don't skip. This is the video you cannot afford to miss. Honda Accord, 2013 to 2017. Some cars earn respect. The Honda Accord earns loyalty. Because once you drive this generation, 2013 to 2017, you instantly understand why owners keep them for 10+ years, why mechanics recommend them without hesitation, and why it remains one of the most buy-blind used sedans on the market. This Accord wasn't designed to impress you with features. It was engineered to impress you with time. Under the hood, you get Honda's legendary Earth Dreams 2.4-liter iVTEC, a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine so smooth, so efficient, and so low maintenance that many examples today are crossing 300,000 to 400,000 miles with routine servicing only. And if you wanted power, the 3.5-liter V6 with VTEC gave you something rare in a family sedan. Luxury car refinement with sports car punch, yet still built with Honda's bulletproof reliability DNA. But the magic of this Accord isn't just its engines. It's how everything works together like a perfectly rehearsed orchestra. The steering feels natural. The suspension is balanced. The cabin stays quiet even after years of use. The seats age slowly. The electronics don't glitch. And the interior quality? It's so solid that even decade-old cars still feel surprisingly tight, with no rattles, no looseness, no fatigue. Where other brands experimented with risky tech, Honda stayed with what customers trust: simple mechanics, smart engineering, and long-term durability. That's why the CVT in the 4-cylinder models became one of the most reliable CVTs ever built. That's why the 6-speed automatic in the V6 remains a favorite among enthusiasts. And that's why the Accord became the go-to sedan for people who wanted a car that just refuses to quit. Safety, comfort, visibility, cabin space, road manners, everything was tuned for real-world use, not brochure hype. You don't drive this car to show off. You drive it because it makes life easier, because it never complains, because it turns long journeys into quiet, confident experiences. And even after years of ownership, you still feel the same satisfaction you felt on day one. Honda didn't build this Accord for the next 2 years. They built it for the next 2 decades. A sedan that doesn't chase trends, it survives them. Lexus ES, the luxury sedan that refuses to age. Some cars are built to impress in the showroom. The Lexus ES is built to impress in its 15th year of ownership. While European sedans chase technology, trends, and turbochargers, the ES follows a completely different philosophy: silent durability. Every reliable generation of the ES is built around one simple idea: luxury should not come with consequences. And that's exactly why the ES has become the most trusted long-term luxury sedan in the world. Under the hood, Lexus keeps things smart. Instead of complicated powertrains, the ES has always relied on Toyota's most dependable engines: smooth, naturally aspirated V6s and ultra-refined hybrid systems that routinely cross 250,000 to 350,000 miles with minimal effort. These engines don't strain, don't overheat, and don't break your wallet. They simply run, year after year, decade after decade. But the true magic of the ES is the experience behind the wheel. Even older generations feel shockingly modern. Whisper-quiet cabins, gentle suspension tuning, thick sound insulation, and buttery steering that makes you forget you're driving a car that may be 10 or 15 years old. Where German sedans begin to creak, glitch, and demand four-figure repairs, the ES ages gracefully, both mechanically and emotionally. Interior quality is another area where Lexus quietly dominates. Buttons don't peel, leather doesn't crack, electronics don't fail. Even the smallest components, window motors, seat switches, climate controls, feel engineered for a lifetime of use. Owners often upgrade cars, not because the ES gave up, but because it simply refuses to. What makes the ES perfect for long-term ownership and generational passing is its predictability. Maintenance costs are far lower than traditional luxury brands, and because most mechanical parts are shared with Toyota models, repairs remain affordable and easy to source anywhere in the world. This is luxury without the fear of luxury repair bills. Whether you look at the legendary ES300, the refined ES330, the bulletproof ES350, or the hyper-efficient hybrid generations, the story stays the same. Quiet strength, long life, and premium comfort that survives time itself. The ES doesn't chase performance. It doesn't chase trends. It chases longevity and wins. Toyota 4Runner, 2010. If you think today's SUVs have become nothing but soft, fragile, fuel-saving gadgets, then you're about to meet the exception. Because the Toyota 4Runner isn't just a vehicle, it's a stubborn, old-school warrior that simply refuses to evolve with the rest of the market. And that's exactly why people love it. In a world of turbocharged engines and complicated electronics, the 4Runner proudly carries forward a philosophy most brands abandoned years ago. Build it strong, build it simple, and let it last forever. From 2010 to the present day, the 4Runner's design barely changed, yet its popularity exploded. Why? Because Toyota didn't chase trends. They doubled down on reliability. Under the hood sits the 4.0-litre 1G RFE V6, one of the last naturally aspirated engines still surviving in a mainstream SUV. No turbo lag, no fragile hybrid components, no unpredictable sensors, just raw, mechanical honesty. Mechanics around the world say the same thing. This engine doesn't die. People give up before the 4Runner does. And then there's the body-on-frame construction, something most car makers abandoned for softness and fuel efficiency. But Toyota knew exactly who buys a 4Runner. These are people who want an SUV that climbs mountains, crosses deserts, handles abuse, and still starts every morning like nothing happened. Whether it's the TRD Pro or the older SR5, every generation of this SUV is built like a tool, not a toy. Owners routinely report 300,000 to 500,000 miles on original engines and transmissions. Some of the harshest climates in the world, the Middle East, Africa, rural North America, treat the 4Runner as a trusted partner, not a luxury accessory. And unlike modern SUVs that depreciate the moment you sign the papers, clean 4Runners actually hold or gain value because the demand is insane and Toyota refuses to oversupply them. Inside, it's not the most modern cabin, and Toyota doesn't pretend it is. You don't buy a 4Runner for pretty screens. You buy it because it starts every single time and takes you places newer SUVs don't dare to go. It's the last SUV that still feels mechanical, predictable, and honest. The world changed. Technology changed. The industry changed. The Toyota 4Runner didn't, and that's exactly why it became a legend. Toyota Avalon. Some cars earn respect. The Toyota Avalon earned the crown. When the Avalon was named the top overall model in the JD Power Vehicle Dependability Study, not top sedan, not top Toyota, but top overall across every vehicle category, the automotive world quietly understood one thing. This isn't just a big, comfortable car. This is Toyota's masterpiece in long-term reliability. The Avalon's entire design philosophy is built around mature engineering. No gimmicks, no unnecessary tech, no fragile turbochargers or complex European electronics. Instead, Toyota refined the formula that already made the Camry legendary, then expanded it, strengthened it, and elevated it into near-luxury territory. The result is a sedan that doesn't just survive mileage, it dominates it. Under the hood lives Toyota's most dependable V6 architecture, smooth, quiet, naturally aspirated, and capable of running hundreds of thousands of miles with almost zero drama. These engines aren't stressed, they aren't high-strung, they're built to last. Paired with one of the most proven automatic transmissions Toyota has ever produced, the Avalon offers something rare in today's market: predictable durability. Inside, the Avalon feels like a luxury car that forgot to charge luxury car maintenance prices. Materials age slowly. Electronics rarely fail. Seats remain supportive even after a decade of daily use. Everything feels overbuilt, from door hinges to climate controls, because Toyota designed the Avalon for the most demanding type of owner, someone who plans to keep it for 10, 15, or even 20 years. What makes the Avalon exceptional for generational passing is its calm, stable personality. It doesn't follow trends that look outdated in 5 years. It avoids design risks that could compromise reliability. Unlike European rivals, it doesn't become a financial burden once the warranty expires. And unlike smaller sedans, it offers full-size comfort that remains appealing even as families grow. Depreciation is gentle, maintenance is predictable, and long-term dependability is chart-topping. This is why the Avalon achieves an 18.9% chance of reaching 250,000 miles or more, a number unheard of for a large, luxury-leaning sedan. The Toyota Avalon isn't flashy, it isn't loud, it doesn't need to be. Toyota Camry, 2012 to 2017. If there's one car that quietly dominates the roads without flexing, without noise, without drama, it's the Toyota Camry. Because while the world keeps chasing turbo power, fancy screens, and complicated hybrid systems, the Camry became a global bestseller by doing something every other brand forgot. It just works. Every day, every year, every generation. From 2012 to 2017, Toyota perfected the formula. Simple mechanics, bulletproof engines, and a driving character so predictable that owners describe it with one word: trust. The 2.5-liter 2ARFE engine became famous for crossing 300,000 miles without major repairs. No turbochargers to fail, no complicated tech to babysit, just decades of Toyota's reliability engineering working silently in the background. And if you picked the 3.5-liter V62 GRFE, you basically bought a sleeper, smooth, powerful, and one of the most reliable V6 engines ever built. Then came the 2018 to present generation, and Toyota pushed the Camry into another league. New TNGA platform, sharper looks, tighter handling, stronger safety tech. But the soul stayed the same: unbreakable longevity. Even the hybrid models shocked the industry by proving hybrid systems could be just as durable as gasoline engines. Taxis, fleets, families. Everyone reports the same story. It just keeps going. But here's the real secret behind the Camry's success. It was engineered for people who think long-term. People who want a car that doesn't ask for attention. A car that starts every morning, eats miles like nothing, and refuses to brake even when neglected. Mechanics love it because it rarely visits. Owners love it because it never quits. And the used market loves it because resale prices stay incredibly high compared to competitors. While other sedans turned soft, the Camry stayed steady, consistent, practical, safe, efficient, and timeless. It's the car you buy when you're done experimenting, when you want peace of mind more than marketing features, when you want a car that outlasts your expectations and still feels young at 200,000 miles. Some cars try to impress you with power. Some try with design. The Camry impresses you by showing up every single day, without excuses, without surprises, without weaknesses. That's why it's not just a sedan. It's the world's most dependable partner on wheels. And there you have it. 5 vehicles that weren't engineered to impress you for a year. They were engineered to protect you for decades. From the bulletproof Toyota 4Runner to the luxury calm Lexus ES and the unstoppable Avalon, these are the cars that don't just survive time. They defeat it. But here's the twist. While these models rise to the top, some vehicles are quietly draining wallets faster than ever before. If you want to avoid the cars manufacturers don't want you to know are ticking time bombs, watch my next video. 10 cars everyone will regret buying in 2026.